Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my foundation routine slash a little bit of contour and highlight. It is a really subtle contour, nothing too crazy, something you could wear every day if you wanted to. I don't want to call it an everyday highlight because I know a lot of people would want to wear less makeup or might think that's too much or something. So I just want to say a more subtle highlight, contour and highlight. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this, then please keep watching. Okay, so to start, I'm going to be applying my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. I'm not necessarily going to be applying that all over my face. I'm just going to apply that on the areas where I have larger pores. So right about this area, this area. So once I've applied my primer, I'm going to go in and spray my face with the Badescu, I think that's how it's pronounced, I'm not sure. Badescu Facial Spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And I mostly use this just to kind of add some moisture to my face. I don't have dry skin at all, or oily skin. My skin is completely normal. So I don't find that I necessarily need something to hydrate my skin, but sometimes I find that it does get a little dehydrated from like washing my face or exfoliating or anything like that. So I just will apply the spray just to kind of give me more moisture and kind of like a dewier finish. So I'm going to do that now. I prefer using this spray as before my foundation rather than to set everything because I find that it is a little too dewy for my likings once I have sprayed my face. But it is a really, really good primer if you're looking for something. I mean, it is a really, really good setting spray if you're looking for something to give you that kind of dewy, really natural dewy glow. So for my foundation today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Matte Super Blendable Makeup Foundation, and it is this one. And I'm going to be using the color Natural Buff, or N3. I use this color mostly when I'm kind of tan-ish. I did go on vacation recently and got lots of sunlights and tanness and stuff, so I will be using this foundation. But I find that the True Match is probably one of my favorite foundations ever. For a drugstore foundation, it's really, really good quality. So I'm going to be applying that with my Cosmetics Flat Kabuki brush. I really do love this brush to apply foundation. I find that it is nice and dense, but not too dense. And it's also quite large, so it does cover quite a lot of area as you're applying your foundation. So I'm going to be applying my foundation with these. Taking some foundation, and I'm going to start just kind of dabbing that around my face. I'm just going to use circular motions and just kind of work that in. I'm also going to drag downward. You never want to drag upward because it does get caught in the little hairs on your face and it kind of makes it really obvious that you're wearing foundation. Another technique, if you have like more redness or anything like that you want to cover, is just to press the foundation in rather than like swipe it down or swipe it in circular motions. So next I'm going to be applying my concealer, and for concealer today I'm going to be using my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer in Ivory, and I'm just going to be applying that underneath my eyes. I'm not going to be applying that anywhere else, only because the foundation is light for my face, so I don't want to make it any lighter by applying concealer. And I don't want to add concealer anywhere else except for underneath the eyes because I don't want to make it any lighter anywhere else. Instead, I'm going to actually use a bronzer and contouring to kind of warm up the skin again and make it look a little more natural than what is right now. So I'm just going to be using another BH Cosmetics brush, and this one is very similar to the foundation brush we used, but this one's an angled kabuki brush, so I find that it is a little easier to get in the corner and stuff. It is a little bit dense, it is a little bit big for blending concealer, but I find that it works for me. I don't have any issues with it. or anything like that. It's just only a little harder if I already have eye makeup on. And I'll sometimes go in with e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush in the corner if I already have eyeshadow on or something, just to make sure it doesn't get messed up or anything. So once we've applied our concealer, I want to quickly set it using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to be using a mixture of these two shades here, which is the banana shade, and I'm not sure what the name of this one is, but it's the first shade in the palette. And I'm just going to take a mixture of both of those and just use that to set the concealer underneath my eyes. Really it for my foundation routine. I find skin's pretty easy. It's not sensitive. I don't have any trouble skin. It's not dry and it's not oily. I don't feel like I need to do a lot of many steps. I just kind of go ahead and apply my foundation. But sometimes it's necessary to color correct. If you have some redness or anything you want to cover up, you do want to use some kind of green color corrector to cover that up. If you have really bad dark circles, you could also use color correcting for that, and just use kind of a salmon or an orangey type of concealer first, and then apply your concealer on top, your regular concealer on top, and that will help color correct that. There's different ways to color correct, you know, but like I said, I don't usually find that I need to do any of that, so I don't. But yeah, that's it for my foundation routine. So now moving on to a bit of everyday contouring. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Deep to contour. I'm just going to be applying this to the hollows of my cheeks over here, on both sides. I'm also going to be applying that to my forehead. But I'm just going to use this Coastal Scents Dual Fiber. I'm just going to be using this Coastal Scents Dual Fiber brush to just kind of blend everything. All over my hair. Now I'm gonna go back into my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm gonna be grabbing first this color here, and it's the middle color, and it's just kind of like a cool toned gray color, and I'm gonna be grabbing that on my Luxie large angled brush. Just kind of set that. You don't want to do anything too crazy. You don't want to grab a lot of product because this is kind of just an everyday contour. So I don't want to go a little crazy or anything like that. Just like that. Go into my Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer that we actually got in Ipsy this month, and I'm going to be using this Vasanti brush that we actually got in BoxyCharm this month, and I'm just going to be using that to just bronze up the skin. Nothing too precise, nothing crazy, just bronzing up the skin because I mentioned it before. That's a good way to just kind of bring your foundation back to life if it is a little too light for you. Woo. Alright. So next I'm going to be grabbing my newest item, and it is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter, and we're just going to be using a e.l.f. blush brush, and we're just going to apply that to some of the places on our face, and we're just going to apply that to our cheekbones. Just want to try and keep it as not natural, but as minimal looking as possible. So I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones. And I think stopping there would be, oh god, that highlight. Okay. You could always just stop highlighting there if that's what you feel comfortable with, just a natural highlight. Now go ahead and highlight my nose a little bit. Just down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip. Last step to our look today is going to be adding blush. And the only reason I'm applying my blush after my highlight is because that kind of helps it blend out a little better rather than just having like highlight just sitting on your face. If you apply the blush on top, not of the highlight, but like just after the highlight, it kind of just helps it blend a little bit better. So I'm going to be using the City Color Be Matte Blush in the color Guava. And I'm going to start applying that kind of just in this part. I do have a round face, so I don't like to apply blush to the apples of my cheeks because that just kind of adds tension to my cheeks and they're already chubby. So I just try not to attract any attention to it. So I'm just going to apply it kind of right up, kind of in between where the contour and the highlight is. I'm going to do that to the other side as well. I'm then going to take just a kabuki brush of any kind of big face brush you have and just kind of blend the contour, the highlight, and the blush together. This just, again, makes it so it's nice and blended. That is it for my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment anything down below, anything you want to see, anything you want to suggest, you want to comment, you have an idea, comment below. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.